Okay, Aquarius, how's it going? We about to dive into our reality real quick. Cards is already cleaned. And I don't know where my mind just went. I just dove deep about an Aquarius, though. That's the funny thing. But we're gonna dive into your reality using this deck. We're gonna dive into the details. Pretty much gonna just tell us what's going on in your reality, whether it was the past, whether it's the present, or what's going to happen. We'll be able to identify. You'll be able to identify for sure. Then we're gonna dive into your reality with this deck of cards, which is pretty much just gonna give us an overall understanding of the reading, overall energy of the reading, overall direction for the week, at least an energy to focus on, and what we should be at least looking forward to or diving into or diving out of. So with that being said, let's dive into it, Aquarius. Let me just shuffle these one more time. Okay, let's dive into your reality, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. I love that, like, a Leo texts me while I'm doing Aquarius, because that's your polar opposite. Ooh, your money don't look too good, huh? Let's see what we got here. I know this fell last. Problems. Going away with the problems. I do see a wands here. Money problems. The temperance card. Huh. Okay. Let me not say it like that, because that's mad pessimistic. I don't like to be like, you got problems on problems and problems on top of problems and problems. Yeah, like, we don't want pessimistic or low frequency viewing readings. I want to be able to provide, you know, the best of what I could at least see from your reality. So let's see what I'm seeing here. I got the 5 of Wands here, right? It's either this one or it's the 7 of Wands. That's the highest minor arcana card. This is a minor arcana card. A minor arcana card is pretty much the ones with the wands, the swords, the pentacles. I gotta open the door. My roommate's locked out. The Virgo disturbed the reading. Be mindful of that, Aquarius, that the Virgo disturbed the reading. Okay. That was a minor disturbance, but I got you, Aquarius. Just be mindful of that even happened. That has never, ever, ever happened. Ever, never, ever have I ever had to get up and walk away from the table, and I don't like that I had to do that today. But, everything happens for a reason. So, like I was saying, these cards, this one being the biggest minor arcana card, is pretty much just representing the fact that, that there's a shift change that's happening into your reality, a major energy shift change. And I think it has something to do with this card, because it's the major arcana card. Those are the major arcana cards are the ones that got the words on it. That's pretty much the world, the moon, and stuff like that. So I want to say that, because I got temperance here, I want to say that maybe that's the energy that you may be shifting into or shifting out of. But because it came after this entire timeline, I want to say you're shifting into this energy. And I want to say that it has something to do with your spirituality, or just balancing your emotions more so. So let's start from the beginning. 5 of Swords here, right? Literally just pretty much saying that you're taking everything that you can and you're walking away from it. You pretty much are winning over a fight, I want to say. Like, if you're going back and forth, or if you're dealing with specific people in your reality, it's like you're choosing yourself over these people. But these people are not even fighting actually with you, so it could be a misinterpretation on your reality, Aquarius, because like you're the one holding the swords and they're not. Like they dropped their swords, they walked away from you. So I'm just saying, like, be mindful of that, Aquarius. And then I want to say this is what you're doing with your swords. You like, you know what? I'm about to just move in this direction. I'm literally disregarding my emotions because that's what this card is representing. So you got these wavy waters here and these smooth waters here, and it's like I'm gonna exit out the wavy waters so I can enter into these smooth waters. Pretty much your emotions. I'm gonna walk away from all of the disturbance of my emotions and go into calmer emotions and whatever that is. Now I want to say that with this card, at least right here, it's literally upside down. It's a King of Wands. Wands represent fire energy. I want to say that that has to do with your passion, your creativity, and that's possibly the direction that this card is probably speaking about. So you moving into those calmer waters probably has more so something to do with your passion or your creativity or something that you dive into, that's like a project or something. But even that is upside down. It's almost as if like everything that you're trying to dive into is upside down. Like even your finances right now, like that's what this is representing. It's literally like reverse. It's just showing that everything is just like, I'm trying to focus on these things, and they're and these things are trying to affect what I'm trying to focus on, as I'm trying to focus on what is important to me, and I'm not reaping the rewards or the benefits of that. Then the Temperance cards pops up. I want to say that the only reason why those things are actually happening in that sense is because you can't ignore one thing to focus on another thing and then think that, oh, okay, as long as I focus over here, everything's going to be okay. No, Aquarius, it does not work that way. These things are still going to be in the back of your head, and these things are still going to bother you until you make them right. I'm just saying that because that's what this card is showing here. It's showing that you need to balance your emotions. It's showing that water right there, pouring some into this cup and out of this cup so this cup doesn't overflow. It's showing that balance at his feet there, where one is on the ground and one is in the water. You need to figure out how to ground yourself and still express your emotions without feeling like, you know what, I'm about to walk away from this and just focus on these things. But let's dive into your reality a little bit more and see what's going on. That's a pretty brolic reading, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're definitely gonna have to balance yourself before you could, in order for those cards to flip up, because it's like whatever's in the back of your head or whatever you're trying to like avoid, it's affecting you whether you realize it or not. It's showing in the cards. And it's saying like you're smart. You're smart. You may not be smart. Let me not say it like that. That's messed up. You're smart, okay? Aquarius, if anything, but and you took a big loss too. Like that's what it is. It looked like you took a loss. And I don't want to say like maybe it was family or maybe it was friends or something like that, but you took a big loss. And what I was gonna say when I said was you may not be smart. I don't want to say you may not be smart, but you may not know the best ways to express your emotions because you're an intellectual zodiac sign, Aquarius. You're about the mind, you're about intellect, you're about knowledge. So when it comes to the heart and how you feel, even me as a Gemini, I'm not the master of that. I'm not really like, yeah, I feel like this. It's not that easy. It's almost like, I don't know. I feel like I got to talk in a circle, and it may be easy for you to at least say how you feel, but it may come off even too aggressive because you're a fixed sign. So it may come off like, what? Like, why you said it like that? Or why are you talking to me like that? And you probably don't even mean it that way. That's the funny thing. That's just probably how people could even be perceiving your reality. I want to let you know, Aquarius, that the full moon on the 22nd is coming up, and that's your full moon. The full moon is actually in Aquarius. And that's the second full moon in Aquarius this year. And not only that, we are in the age of Aquarius. So I just want to say it's a lot of your energy around here. And if you're feeling like you're so all over the place, I definitely want to say whatever it is that you do to ground yourself, definitely dive into that energy and try to ground yourself, because this full moon may take a toll on you. And I just don't know if it will. I'm just saying it may. Be mindful of that. I'm saying it may. I'm not saying it will. It may. There's a possibility. The card that fell actually here is this card here. This is the Nine of Swords. And this is pretty much where I was talking about, oh, it looks like you took a loss, and that could be causing the imbalance within your reality right now. And I don't know what loss that is that you took, but you would know actually how to apply that to your reality. So I just want to say that that really could be why. Now let me just see what else I'm getting here. Definitely balance those emotions though. Definitely balance those emotions though. I don't think I'm getting anything else. I'll try to go for it one more time, but I think we really actually just dove into your reality just with these 6 cards, which is so interesting. Usually I got a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, like you hopping into hermit mode right now. Like, why are you feeling like this? Like you gotta cave in. I mean, yeah, you usually are an introvert type of person. Not all Aquariuses are, but I guess with how you feel, or just with, I guess you maybe limit what you want to say or how you want to speak things, and that could even be why that card is popping up. Usually I associate that card with Scorpio, but I'm not getting Scorpio or water energy here at all. I'm seeing a lot of swords actually. One, two, wow, look, 3 swords. Yeah, definitely be mindful of something happening on the full moon, which is in a couple of days. This full moon, the moon card just popped up, and it popped up reverse, especially after I'm speaking on the swords situation. I think even I know what this is because I have an Aquarius in my life, in my reality actually, that's going through something, and this just makes a lot of sense. So be mindful of the full moon and what could be manifesting around that time for you, especially with all these swords here. And I keep saying that, and I'm not even expressing why. And it's funny how I definitely said that there was no cups here, but the one card that I do associate with Scorpio is the cups card, but I said that when it came out. But the swords literally represents the air signs, which is the Gemini, Aries, and Libra. And if you don't have one of those zodiac signs in your reality, then that could be what this all is about. But if that's not what it's about, then it's definitely about you and your reality, just personally, and what you're going through and dealing with. Let me see if I can get another card, just at least telling me a little bit more about the moon and why that card just popped up. Because even I want to know why that card just popped up. I mean, I already know why that card just popped up, actually. But everybody's reality is different. I'm going to just go for it one more time because I actually had some cards separated and I didn't even realize it. Sheesh. Let me just see. The High Priestess. Wow. I don't know, man. It's just like, it's really talking about you losing out on some type of financial situation. And it's really leaving you like really like messed up. Like you really pouring these emotions out. And I really, and then once again, we talking about your spirituality here. Once again, we got a card literally signifying your spirituality. Like if you're not diving into that type of energy, then I think you should, because it's just popping up here so many times, at least more than once. We got the highest major arcana card popping up, the High Priestess, and it's like something good or bad is gonna happen. We just don't know what type of good or bad. But when I see this card popping up next to it, it's literally, this is money coming in, and then if it's the reverse, it's literally the opposite, like money going out almost. Not saying that that's a bad thing, just more so be mindful of what's happening to your financial situations from now on. And then this is just literally representing like your emotions and you pouring out because of everything that's going on in your reality. I want to say that be mindful of this in the future. Like this is not happening now, and it doesn't have to happen now because you're mindful and you're aware of what's going on, because we're expressing it right here right now. But just be mindful of how things could really just kind of do a little flip for you, which is really interesting. Be mindful of that happening by the full moon too, on the 22nd. That's interesting. Before I started to do the reading, this is the card I was looking at, And it was just showing how you have options and stuff like that. It fell, and then this is the one that was showing again. I just want to pull confirmation cards, and let's just see. See, like, all is not lost because you have options. That's what it's literally saying. Like, all is not lost because you have options. So let's just see what we get here, as far as at least a confirmation. Then we're going to dive into Pisces. Then I'll see y'all next week. A peace of mind. Two people joining together. At least I get that. So I guess that's something you can look forward to. Pour your emotions out. Pour your emotions out. Like, who cares? Pour your emotions out. Let people know how you feel. Like, what? Like, why do you stop yourself from expressing yourself? Like, why do you do that? I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm sorry. But I'm just like, why you really stop yourself? Like, I know so many Aquariuses that do that. And it'd be the male Aquariuses too, but I think even some of the female Aquariuses, like a lot of the female Aquariuses, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, y'all go around how y'all feel. Like, y'all don't really just be like, yo, you annoying. And it's like, I think y'all don't do that because y'all feel like y'all being mean and stuff like that. But this is what I'm saying. Who cares if people feel like you being mean? If they can't handle it, they can't handle it. Like, you shouldn't have to hold your tongue because of how, other people is gonna respond to you expressing yourself. I mean, respectfully, especially if you're like, yo, I'm trying to express myself. I'm not good at doing that, but hey, then it works. It works. It works. It don't. But Aquarius, you are smart. So you know how to at least manifest those type of situations into your reality, and you just speak how you feel. And I'm telling you, I feel like you're going to end up doing that by the full moon. I mean, all this reading is telling me is to stay away from Aquarius. I'm like, yo, I don't want to feel the wrath. I'm like, I don't want to feel the wrath of the Aquarius. I want to even say maybe a new business opportunity could happen, like a new business partner coming in or something like that. That's even a really big possibility, but I'm not getting anything else. I'm going to go through this deck one more time, but if I don't get anything else, these 3 cards really was just it. So let's just see one more time. What was that? That's the 7. That's the 7 of Swords. It's just saying, it's like literally the same thing. Like, it's the same thing as the 5 of Swords. I'll leave it there, but it's the same thing as the 5 of Swords. Like, you really trying to avoid a situation. That's so interesting to see here. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else. That's pretty much it. I would say just be mindful of the fact that you're going to be joining with somebody, whether it's about business or something personal, but it really is one or those or both of those things, to be honest. It really could be both. I'm getting the idea that it'd be both. And then even with this card, like, this is just literally a representation of this card right here. It's literally almost the same thing. This one is the 5, this one is the 7, and it's just saying that you might just hop more into this energy. And this is the energy that I was pretty much saying to be mindful of, that you're it's like you're trying to avoid, or you're literally like deliberately just on some, like, you don't, I guess, want to deal with, a certain situation, and you're like, you know what, I'm about to just walk away from it. Just be mindful of, of the energy that you leave with people, I want to say. Because just with the 5 of Swords and then with this one, it's the same thing. Like, but then this one, it don't got the people in the back. Oh, it do got the people in the back. But it got houses in the back too. Almost talking about like family or something like that. I really want to say that that's what it is. I mean, I don't think we need to dive into it anymore. I feel like I pretty much said enough for you, Aquarius, to be honest. So we're gonna just leave it at that. But if you want to ask me any question at all, then you could just literally add me on TikTok and go to the Q&A on my page, put a question in, and then I'll respond to it with a tarot card, and I'll answer any question for you for free. But if you want to dive into your reality personally, then you can literally go to my Facebook or my Instagram, and then just literally click the link in the bio, or click the book now button on my Instagram, and we could dive into your reality personally. Now, if you're looking for the horoscopes and you need to find the horoscopes because you want to dive back into it, or you want to see maybe last week's or last month's horoscopes, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a specific playlist specifically for you, Aquarius, where you could dive into all the horoscopes that I've done throughout the year. With that being said, I'm sending much love and light to you always. I hope your reality manifests the way you want it to manifest, because I wish nothing but the best for you, Aquarius. And definitely, like, whatever was going on in the past, it's not going to continue to happen for you now. So with that being said, much love and light. We'll be back next week. I'm about to dive into Pisces.